Welcome back to Daytime. We're very pleased to introduce our next guest because as we know, spring is here and we're talking about spring trends in skincare. And as well, we have something very interesting. But before we talk about that, we have Pat Brown here, who is a skin health expert for Imodine. How are you doing today, Pat?
I'm doing really well, thank you.
Great. Well, everybody is probably just focused on the machine in the middle of the table, but we'll get to that in a second. But before we do, maybe we can just talk about the latest trend in beauty care that you're here to talk about today.
Well, we're talking to people about an ingestible product. That's what makes this different. Everybody has potions and lotions and creams and stuff that you put on the surface of your skin. And that, because of what the skin's a barrier. It's meant to keep the outside world out and the inside world in. So skin is a barrier. When you put something on the surface of your skin, you can affect a temporary feeling of improvement, but you can't change the function of your skin.
So from like the inside out,
you have to come from the inside out.
Right.
So we're talking about a tablet.
Okay.
In fact, 2 tablets you take once a day, and it's called Imodine. It's a nutritional supplement. It is made in Denmark. It is brought into Canada, and it's sold through Shoppers Drug Mart.
Okay.
It does take a little bit of time for it to actually work its magic within the structure of the skin. You need to take 2 tablets once a day. The tablets contain a mixture of proteins derived from fish, so specific amino acids and polysaccharides.
Is it skin cleaning? Like, what's the effects of taking the pill?
When you take it, it starts to build up the density of your skin. As we age, as we get sun damage, which is what this machine's all about, we start to reduce the density of our skin. And eventually that will result in lines and wrinkles, uneven skin tone, sagging, thin skin, all of these things that we call aging, which are actually really more about sun damage to the skin.
Okay, now I'm just curious with the product there, is it something, say, do you start in your 20s or is it something that you might want to do a little bit older, and how long do you take the pills for?
Well, it's not a treatment. This is something about daily skincare. Every day you have to wash and cleanse your face. Every day you should moisturize and protect. And when I say protect, I mean use a sunscreen. And every day you also need to provide your skin with the nutrition that it needs. So Imodine is part of daily skincare. 2 tablets once a day. Doesn't matter when, just fit it into your beauty routine.
Of course.
And age-wise, we recommend somebody sort of 25 plus. And it has a combination of the biomarine complex, which is the fish proteins, and a really powerful antioxidant complex, which also helps fight the cumulative effects of the ongoing.
A lot of good stuff, and I want to get to this
machine
right here. Talk to us about this and what exactly it does.
Okay, this is an ultrasound machine, but it is a very short-range, high-density ultrasound machine. So unlike the normal ones that you would have a look at a new baby as it's growing, this one only measures your skin. And what happens is that the sound waves bounce off densely packed particles in the skin. So you'll get a measurement of the epidermis, or the top layer of your skin, and then you'll get another measurement of the dermis, or the second layer of the skin.
And what kind of things will this be able to show?
This can show me a combination of genetics and sun damage.
And you did a test before, of course. Fanny did a test, and as well you did, Pat, of myself and artist's skin.
We did.
Now I want to get a shot of this, and I want to analyze, because I'm really curious on just what's going on with this here. How we're doing so far.
Give us an
in
analysis.
Life.
Tell us. I think this is Kim's that's up right now.
What is that right
Tell
there?
us what we're seeing here.
Can I point and show?
Absolutely. Go right ahead.
Okay, when we look at this screen.
This is mine, right?
This is yours.
Let's tilt this up here so it's a little better for people. There you go.
Okay. This line out here is an anomaly, and we just ignore it. It isn't actually part of the skin structure. This line is the epidermis. In healthy, perfect skin, this line would be pretty much a solid dark red line.
And how's mine doing? And what does
yours is doing pretty good, but you can see that it's not quite a solid dark line. That means that there's not absolute perfect integrity.
Kind of looks like it was drawn in Crayola.
Thank you.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, wait till we get to yours. It looks
yours
is smelly markers, smelly Crayola markers.
I'm just making observations.
Okay. What that means is that you're going to have a little bit of dry skin.
Yes, and I do have a little bit of dry skin.
Okay, see, I didn't know that, but I can tell. Because that means that if you don't use a moisturizer to properly seal the epidermal structure of your skin, the atmosphere will be able to sort of steal the moisture out of your skin. And that's why you get dry skin.
What about the dermis level?
Now the dermal layer is behind it, And this is where I would like to see a lot more density than I am seeing. Now, you're light-haired and very light-eyed, which means you're not meant to be in the sun.
Oh, I know.
You're not.
But I love the sun.
So please start wearing sunscreen.
And you know what I do? I do wear sunscreen, but like you said, it's just the genetics. Like both
It's
my
just-
parents are fair, Irish, British.
Yep.
It's the big lights of the studio. You see, that's
Is
the
that what
problem.
it
It's
is? Yeah,
just
no,
comes
no,
onto the
it's
skin.
just-
Well, if that's the analysis of Kim, I'm scared to think what you're gonna say
My
about
Turkish
me.
counterpart here,
Oh
but
my
you come
goodness!
from a
But
more sunny
my
area
country,
in the world.
apparently, people of Turkish and Middle Eastern descent or Mediterranean descent are supposed to be in the sun. So we'll see. I'm not sure.
Yeah, you're very fair-skinned, though, for somebody from
Really?
Turkey.
I'm
You've
very
got-
fair
I'm very
skinned,
light-eyed
yeah.
still.
I try to avoid that as much as possible, but this is still Kim here. Is this
there's
me right
This is
here?
you.
Wow, that's like a couple of Crayola markers right
Yeah,
there.
that's
It's like a 5-year-old drawing your
that's like
skin.
a thicker epidermal structure, which is
Yes.
not uncommon because you're male.
Right, okay.
So, but again, behind it,
It's because
what
I
I'm-
work out.
That's what it is. You build up the epidermis.
Right.
You get
Yeah.
strong epidermis.
Hey, baby, check out my
Epidermis. That does-
That'll bring the
But more
ladies.
importantly, even behind it in the dermal structure,
Yes.
I would like to see a lot of color, and I'm not seeing that.
Okay.
Which
and
means
what's the reasoning for that? What am I lacking?
collagen and elastin structure in your skin. It just means
Collagen.
damage
It's-
to the skin.
my
It's
skin is
sun damage.
damaged.
Yeah.
So if artists started taking this product
Yes.
right now, how would we have about a minute left?
Okay,
Where
perfect.
can people grab it, and how would that then maybe help both of us improve
Okay.
our density of our skin?
2 tablets once a day. It will take 3 months for you to start to really perceive the benefits. First off, you'd start to notice that the drier areas of your body, so your hands, your shins, your knees, your elbows, would be smoother, softer, not as dry. Then as you get closer to the 3-month period, then you'll start noticing a smoother texture in the skin, lines and wrinkles around the eyes. You guys don't have them. You're too darn young yet. If you're old like me, you get them.
Well, are
Not
you
a day
taking this
over
product
28.
because
Thank you,
don't
sir. You
look
can come
like,
around and-
yeah, you don't look. You're looking very, very good. So
I
it
have been
must be
taking
doing
this for
it
10
something
years,
right.
and I'm in my 50s.
There you go. There's just a little
Really?
Bit right there.
Yes.
No, you're not.
I am. I have sun joy.
We're gonna have to see
Wow.
some ID here on the table.
Yeah,
Pat.
really,
Okay.
I don't believe
Let
it.
me go for
All
this
right,
one.
grab your wallet.
Wow.
Anyways, we're going to take a break. Pat, thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you.
into studio. Of course, for more information, here are both websites to check out and take that 90-day challenge that we're about to tell you about right here.